So here we have a sequel to a movie that nobody asked for, but Hollywood clearly thought we needed to see, because apparently there's some story that they wanted to tell us. So Coming to America 2 is set 31 years after the first movie, and it follows the story of Akeem, who is still prince, but is about to become king because his father is dying, and he has no heir to his throne because Akeem and his missus have 3 daughters, and in Zamunda, you cannot have a female heir to the throne. So Akeem's father, King Joffer, is stressing his son out about the fact that, he has no heir to the throne. And if he cannot produce an heir to his throne, then they are at risk of the kingdom being taken over by the neighboring kingdom. Anyway, so it turns out, shocking, that Akeem has a son in America. Interesting stuff. Yeah. So the story basically is him going back to America to get his son and bring him back to Zamunda and train him to become prince and eventually king of Zamunda. And that is pretty much what this movie is all about. Fantastic. So this is going to be a very, 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 very quick review because there's really not much that I can say about this movie. I predicted that this movie was going to be mediocre at best. And for me, that is really what it was. There was absolutely no reason to make this movie, besides it being just a cash grab, which is what this movie seems like it is. Oh yeah, that movie was so popular 30 plus years ago. 33 years ago, I think it was. So let's make another one. But we'll make it make sense so that we can make money off of the nostalgia. Because that is what this movie is all about. Nostalgia. Yeah. So let me just say very quickly that this movie has some funny bits. But for me personally, the only parts of this movie that made me laugh were the parts that were nostalgic. So everything new that they added into this movie did absolutely nothing for me. But when they brought back old characters doing similar things, then it was cool. For me, that was Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall at their best, doing what made part of what made the first movie so endearing and so funny. And those were the parts of this movie that I will say were funny. But just generally, overall, I did not think that this movie was funny. I didn't enjoy any of the new characters. I found them to be just fillers for this story that they were trying to tell. Another thing that I had a problem with was that Eddie Murphy as Akeem, it just felt to me like he faded into the background. As the prince, or eventual king, he wasn't actually funny or interesting. It was just kind of blah. And I'm thinking, this is not Eddie Murphy. No. So aside from the fact that there are some funny bits, the costumes are brilliant. It's very colorful. It makes, it brings Africa, this made-up African country, to life. It's sometimes a bit over the top, but I'm pretty sure that the costume designer had a lot of fun creating these amazing costumes for these actors to where it looked beautiful. And, visually, it was cool. I mean, I don't think it was anything spectacular, but it was cool. You got a chance to see a little bit more of Zamunda. Which was cool to see, but just generally for me, it just did not do anything much to help this story along. And, who wants to come back and watch a sequel just to see Zamunda and nice clothes and people just being rich? That's not all it takes for a movie to succeed. And that's pretty much what this movie was filled with. Really bad comedy and great costumes. Nah. I don't want it to seem like I hated this movie, because I didn't. I don't think that it's the worst movie ever made. I don't think that it's great. It's just okay. It's one of those movies that if you've got Prime, then watch it. Why not? If this had come out in the cinema, then my advice to you would be wait until it's on DVD, because I don't believe that it is worth paying money for to have gone to the theatre to see this movie. For me, it just paled in comparison to the first one. The first one was a classic. And for me, again, this one was just a cash grab. There is nothing beautiful or memorable about this story except the nostalgic elements which are littered through this movie. This movie seems like a movie full of Easter eggs, and that's all it is. It's just, no, it just, for me, there was just no reason to make it. There's nothing about it that we will remember probably a week from now. None. So because I don't want to spoil this movie for anyone, I'm not going to say too much. I don't really think that there's that much to spoil, but I just feel like when some of the characters that they brought back from the first movie were thrown in here, they were not used, or used very, I don't know, they were just pointless, kind of, just ridiculous stuff that was being done. So just for me, this movie is, I think I'd probably give this movie like a 4 out of 10, because it had moments of entertainment, and then it had moments where I just thought this is really cheesy. Why do they have these characters popping up for no reason? Yeah, it just didn't do it for me. And I really feel like I should be saying a lot more, but there really isn't that much to say. I did not particularly find this movie that interesting. I don't think that it was worth making a second coming to America. I feel like if you want to feel nostalgia, then just go and watch the first one. So yeah, I really, really want to know what your thoughts are, because of course these are just my opinions. So please leave a comment and let me know what you think. Have you seen the movie? Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? Did you think it was okay? Your thoughts, I would really like to know. So yeah, leave a comment below, please. Okay guys, that is it. That is all. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this very quick review. I hope it was quick. Please like, please subscribe, please share, and please, 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 please come back and watch more videos. Thank you so much. Take care, and I will see or chat to you guys again very soon. Bye.